Hey guys, welcome to the Eternal Quest Tarot and welcome to another reading. Thank you so much for your presence on my channel, whether you are new or whether you are a returning viewer. I really appreciate you sharing your energy here on my space today. With today's pick-a pile reading, we will be looking into the thoughts and feelings of your person, and especially focused on relationships in which the two of you are no longer in contact. So before I go into the pile selection and also to the readings, I just want to say that, no contact, being in a no contact situation with the person that is still in your heart can be potentially quite a painful thing to go through, and it can feel very depressing, and there can be a lot of stress involved where you're wondering what's going on with them, whether they're even thinking about you and whatnot. So I hope that today when you find this reading and as you're sitting down to watch this reading, I hope that you're feeling relatively balanced and you have found a place of comfort within yourself, within your life, to help you navigate this no contact situation. But if you are not feeling so great, and feeling especially sensitive, and perhaps you might not want to, hear a message or, know something about this situation that can potentially be painful, then I would recommend to save this video for a future date and come back to it when you're feeling much better, okay? So with that said, for those of you that do want to join me for this reading, today we are looking at the thoughts and feelings. I'm also going to attempt and get answer to the question, whether your person is even thinking about you. Also look into, if spirit allows, that is, look into whether they are going to come back, whether they're going to be a part of your life in the future, and also bring up all the information that you would need to go through this no contact, like I said, situation that you both find yourself in. And with that said, I really hope the reading resonates. It brings you clarity, brings you a sense of peace and everything else that you need to know in order to make your own decisions. So let's get started with the pile selection for this reading. For the first pile, I have this gorgeous amethyst crystal. It's one of the better looking crystals in my collection, and that is the Raven Tarot. Let me show you a bit of the artwork. Okay. For pile 2, I have the cat's eye crystal. Interestingly, the crystal's name and the deck's name, they are exactly the same, and that's the cat's eye tarot. This is a look at the artwork. Okay. For pile 3, it's the golden pyrite cluster crystal with the crow tarot. And that's a look at the artwork for the crow tarot. So there you go, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Pause the video if you need some more time to choose whichever pile calls your name. And timestamps to the readings will be in the description box as always. So click on it and that will take you to your reading. I'll see you there. Hi pile 1, so this is for you if you resonated with the amethyst crystal and the Raven Tarot deck. This is your reading. Welcome. So with today's reading, we are looking into your person's feelings and thoughts towards you and towards the connection in the no contact situation. As I said in the intro portion, I don't control the messages, so if you are feeling especially sensitive, please save this reading for another time and come back to it when you're feeling more balanced. Also keep in mind that this is a general reading. I will be tapping into the collective energies, and some of the things might not resonate. Take only that which makes sense to you. So let's get started with your reading. What is your person thinking and feeling towards you at this time of no contact in your relationship, one? Starting with the Five of Swords. What is your person thinking and feeling at this point of time? By the way, my nail is chipped and broken, and this nail paint is stripping off. And I certainly hope that those insignificant things don't distract you. Then we have the Hanged Man energy. Okay, Five of Swords can talk about conflict. So this can be conflict within the relationship, but looking at that Hanged Man energy, it's looking like the conflict is within them right now. Okay, when it comes to this relationship, and I'm seeing someone with a bloody hand, like there are some feathers that this person is kind of letting go, holding some in their hands, and there seems to be like the hand is injured. There seems to be some blood on there, so it could be at this point of time they are nursing their wounds. With the reversed Hangman energy, whoops, that card just kind of flew and went under the table. Let me just grab it quick. Hold on. Okay, pile one, I am back, and the card that literally flew from the deck and went underneath the table is the Eight of Cups. So as I was saying, with the Hanged Man energy, things might be at a standstill right now, obviously, because you're no longer in contact with them, you're no longer speaking to them, but this could also be about, you know, trying to get a different perspective on things, trying to work through something and change their mind about it. The Eight of Cups energy, we have strength. Okay. The Eight of Cups energy is the energy of someone moved on from this connection. So again, I'm sorry if this information is a little difficult for you to hear at this time, but either trying to let go or, you know, realizing that something about the relationship was just not working out. I feel like this person is really making their peace with that at this point of time. But I want to draw a few more cards before I talk about the strength energy, because it can mean a lot of things. So we have the Ten of Coins. Okay, which is the Ten of Pentacles energy. What is your person feeling and thinking towards you and the connection? One, we have Five of Coins. This is abandoning the connection. This could also mean that the person, you know, ghosted you. And again, I'm especially sorry if that is the case. That's very you know, not so great about the situation and about your person. If this is abandonment, then we have the reversed Chariot. What is your person's energy at this time? Pile one. We have the King of Coins. Okay, let's look at your bottom of the deck energy. We have Seven of Coins. Interesting. I'm also noticing the Emperor. We also have the Six of Cups, the Two of Coins, the Star. Okay, and the Ten of Cups. So I'll continue where I was, like with the Eight of Cups energy. Your person is, at this time, I feel like they are trying to move on from this connection, okay? Trying to move forward in their life. But with the reversed Chariot, clarifying that Eight of Cups energy, I don't think that they're finding a lot of success with that, okay? The Strength card and the King of Pentacles, that to me is kind of giving me that feeling like this person, first of all, I feel like with the Ten of Pentacles energy, that a long-term commitment was the thing that was in question here. You know, whether this person could really make this relationship happen and like take it to a level of long-term commitment. Ten of Coins is that energy of like laying the foundation for, you know, like a stable sort of commitment, a stable sort of life with someone. So this person, I feel like, was very conflicted with that Five of Swords energy. I'm sorry, I'm moving the camera or the table. Was very conflicted whether they could offer you this commitment or not. Okay, now with the Five of Pentacles, like I said, this is energy of somebody abandoning, somebody leaving the connection, making you feel abandoned. Okay, and again with that Hanged Man energy is coming up as sort of that indecision. This person couldn't arrive at a specific decision as to what they want to do from this connection. Now, even though they are planning or kind of looking, not planning would be the wrong word, they are attempting, I must say, to move on from this connection and to sort of leave it behind. I think what they're telling themselves, that is that, you know, all the ways that this connection was not working out for them. And Eight of Cups can be like walking away from something because we realize that emotionally it doesn't fulfill us anymore. Okay, so this person did reach that point where they realize that, you know, they cannot go through whatever you guys were experiencing, and of course the details of that will be very different for each one of you watching this reading. But we have the Seven of Pentacles, kind of talking about the overall energy of the spread. How I look at the bottom of the deck energy is that it summarizes the entire like essence of the rest of the spread. What's with my throat? I'm sorry. So what I feel like with the Strength and the King of Coins, there's definitely a part of this person that has not really let go of this connection. As I said, I can see in the cards like very clearly that even though they have been wanting to move on from it, they are not be able to. Okay, they feel somewhat stuck in your energy. But this person is like, either they are, what this makes me feel like these three cards here, the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like this person is either waiting for a better time or waiting to feel like they can really commit to you. Okay, this does not look like, even in their minds and even in their energy, this does not look like this is over. Nowhere close to over. Okay, and like they still, I feel like, are thinking about you, wondering about you, and just strength can also mean like this person through this phase is trying just to be strong by themselves. Okay, but the Seven of Pentacles energy, the King of Coins, I feel like this person is waiting and watching to see whether they can come back as somebody that's much stronger, somebody that is available and ready to commit to you. I mean, the Emperor energy that I see here, the Six of Cups, again, thinking about you, reminiscing, nostalgia. Two of Coins, again, being confused. The Two of Coins can also talk about being out of balance. So maybe this person really felt at the time that they were not in a good position to make that decision, to commit to you, to give you what you desired or what you were hoping for in this connection. But let me quickly get another deck to clarify some of these energies. So I'm going to look at what is the Strength card here. Spirit, can you please get some more information on the Strength card? What's the Strength energy here? We have the Ace of Coins. What is the King of Pentacles energy? What's the King of Pentacles energy? I'm just going to move these to the side here. What is the King of Coins? We have the Six of Coins. Yeah, so this is, them debating in their minds as to whether they can give you an equal energy investment. So Six of Pentacles is about, especially in relationships reading, it is about equal give and take. Like, can this person really step up and be the kind of partner to you that you deserve, match your energy investment in this connection, which has to be, at least for them, has to be greater than their energy investment. Maybe they were not like giving you as much. I'm just going to take a sip of water and I'll be right back. My throat is acting up for some reason. Sorry guys, I'll be right back. Okay, thank you for bearing with me. Let's clarify that Seven of Coins energy. What are they waiting for? Seven of Coins is about patience. It's also about evaluating, what they did. So going back to the past and thinking about, everything that they gave to this connection and all the, again, energy investment, everything that they have put into this relationship, and wondering if that would be enough. We have the Queen of Wands. Okay. So again, I feel like this is, wondering if they were able to ever match your level of energy investment and your level of commitment. The Queen of Wands also tells me that this person is still attracted to you, still finds you very attractive. There's passion, there's fire, desiring you, okay? But when it came to, I feel like the Ten of Coins, which is long-term commitment, they were very conflicted. There it goes again. Oh my God, how am I going to fling this reading? Okay, we have the Hierophant. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like this was about commitment. In fact, I feel like for most of you, this was about commitment. The Hierophant can talk about like formalizing a relationship, marriage, commitment, engagement. So taking things to the next level. And with the Ten of Coins, I feel like they were very conflicted about whether they could do that or not. I want to check the Five of Coins energy. What's the Five of Coins energy here? Let's see. We have the Three of Wands. So I think, and this might of course like sound very selfish of your person, and I think like it was probably very selfish of them, but I think something to do about the future of this connection and just the, them envisioning their life with you in it, okay? And for them at the time when they might have ended the connection or even ghosted you, abandoned you without a lot of answers, I feel like this person really felt paralyzed in a way, which is very sad to see, and also like something that is very dishonorable, except I do not know if this is actual like ghosting and abandonment. But for those of you, if this is like them disappearing and abandoning you leaving you without answers, I would say that was very dishonorable and not a very cool thing to do on your person's part. So this is with the future, like them not being able to see how they could carry forward this relationship into the future. Okay, I actually want to look at the Eight of Cups energy. So what's this Eight of Cups energy? Why did this person feel the need to move forward, leave the relationship behind? I feel like, there's a feeling of you not fitting into whatever like future plans or vision this person has. For some of you, it could also mean like actual physical distance with the Three of Wands energy. Like this person knew that in future they were going to move away from you. We have the Four of Wands. Okay. Again, Four of Wands is feeling happy, celebrating something. And, at this point of time, I would want to point out that, again, Eight of Cups is not feeling the emotional connection and feeling like the relationship was not emotionally fulfilling. And perhaps this was true for you as well in this connection. Maybe that there were things that now, at least now in retrospect, when you think about them, you might be able to identify that, yes, there was something that was off, something that was not promising, and something that was kind of indicative of this person not really feeling it, as they say, about the future of this connection. Four of Wands is also like something being stable, becoming the foundation on which something else can be built. So this person seems like there was a lot of like uncertainty. And I never talked about the Ace of Coins. The Ace of Coins, and again, this person still holding the candle for you, feeling the attraction to you. And Ace of Coins, this is new beginning, like desiring a new beginning. And the more I look at these energies here, with the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, I feel like for some of you, this could mean like them wanting to get a fresh start with you, like hoping for that. And for some of you, this means like this person wants a fresh beginning, but somewhere else. Okay, so that those two things are also coming through. I want to look at the reversed Chariot. Can you clarify the reversed Chariot energy more, please, for us, Spirit? What's the reverse Chariot energy? We have the Page of Swords. Now, Swords is everything to do with our thinking mind, but it's also a card of communication. Pages is all about like messages and wanting to say something to you or something like that, like some message coming your way. So I feel like this person does have a desire here to communicate with you, and it's almost like them struggling with this moving away or moving on to their lives and leaving this connection behind has got to do with this fact that they want to speak with you, they want to communicate with you. What I'm also noticing is the butterfly, and that is a card of transformation. So I don't know how much time has passed between them going no contact and now, but it feels like this person has a new understanding, okay? A new thought, a new idea, or something that has happened for them. Maybe they have gained like clarity about the relationship, about their situation, about your situation maybe. And I feel like this person is wanting to communicate with you. And I feel like almost, that this is creating a lot of blockage, this not being or not reaching out to you, not talking to you. I mean, it's working against them in a way that is not allowing them to move forward. Maybe if this is a situation where this Five of Coins energy is talking about like owing you an explanation, an apology, okay? Saying something to you that will put you more at peace or like answer your questions, then I feel like this person is quite aware of that and sort of knows that, okay? And it's really not working for them, as I said, and not like letting them move on from this. So this person, it looks like, for whatever reason they left this connection, they were no contact. it's the guilt, I feel like, that is really acting on their conscience, and not really allowing them to go into the future. I mean, the pages are also about, an energy that moves relatively slowly because there is no clarity. Okay, and with that clarifying the reverse, like chariot energy, which is the energy of like moving forward, this person is unable to do so unless I feel like they communicate with you or get some answers to you or something like that. Like there's something about communication that seems pretty blocked here. Okay. I want to look at your oracle cards next to get a sense of what is happening here. So this is the Gypsy Witches Oracle. By the way, all the tarot and oracle decks that I used for the readings will be listed in the description box in case you are interested. So what are the energies here? Let's take a look. We have number 28, and it says the anchor denotes successful ventures in business and love, and surrounded by 11, 29, 30, 31, 35, breach of trust, near the dog, I don't know what that means, I'll be honest, fidelity of the one you love. So this to me kind of is giving me the energy, and I'm looking at the words and I'm going to energetically, tell you what I sense, and looking at what energies are present here. It also could be that this person was thinking about somebody else. So influence, like outside influence, and having to decide between you and the other person. Okay. And again, the anchor energy is like making me feel again that stuck feeling, like this person is still not over this connection. They certainly, like I can give this to you in writing, like they have not moved on from it. It's not like totally resolved. It's not gone, but it could be that they're thinking of something else, someone else, and that kind of interfered with their capacity to be like fully present in this relationship. Also, these numbers might be significant: 11, 13, 29, 30, 31, and 35. Okay, so those could be significant if they make sense to you. But let's look at what else is present here in terms of your person's energy. What is going on right now with pile 1's person in no contact? We have trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Now take the message, like the words on this card, to mean what they will to you. But I feel like trust, a question of whether they are able to trust the future with you, or whether now you are able to trust them or not, how trustworthy they are, and just a faith in, the future of this connection was in question here, as I sensed from the tarot portion of your reading too. This person just didn't see you as somebody whom they can envision in their future. And again, I'm sorry, pile 1, I hope you're not feeling especially sensitive and sad, but it does look like that. I'm sorry. Now we have lightning with the keyword power, and this card very much has always reminded me of the tower. Okay, and kind of makes me think of, like a lightning strike. Like look at how it's striking the ocean water and causing like an upheaval in the water. So I feel like, either this breakup with this person, just the fact that, the way they moved away and left things behind, that might have felt something of a very suddenly happening thing for some of you. For some of you, I'm also getting the message that for your person, as well, like the whole relationship, the details of that and how it kind of panned out, and later on, like, it went to this no contact situation. That must have felt really uncomfortable, okay? Kind of like a tower moment in itself. And again, the keyword power is not so much that, you know, I'm not looking at it so much in this reading. To me, it just is talking about like something outside of themselves, or like the two of you, right, like negatively impacting the situation, as it is in the card that we see, like the lightning striking the peaceful water and then causing an upheaval. So I'm intuitively getting it more in that sense. But whatever that keyword means to you, if it was about like you know, egotistical power play between the two of you, then maybe it is speaking of that. But it's just not something that I'm sensing at this time in the context of the rest of the energies. So what else is going on here? Where is your person's energy right now, pile one? Again, if it was like, you know, with that Five of Pentacles energy, if it was about like them suddenly abandoning you, leaving the connection, then maybe that lightning is talking about that. We have existence. You know, this kind of reminds me of the Strength card and also the King of Pentacles. I feel like your person, when they were in this connection with you, okay, when they were in this relationship, I don't think that they were feeling so great about their lives, okay? And I feel like this person is in a process of figuring out like where they stand, or what their space in the universe looks like, and they seem to be on their own journey of getting those answers, like where do I fit into this world. And part of them is also trying to be like very honest with themselves, I feel like, and meet their shadow self, for example, meet their own truth, meet their own reality. So there's a lot of soul searching, you know, under the umbrella of soul searching is what all of those like mental activities can be put into. And that is as a result of being in this connection. So I feel like you really woke them up to, you know, for them to get to this place where they are actually asking these questions to themselves, which they probably didn't do. They were not that mindful. They were not so great with like analyzing things or thinking about things. I feel like this experience has really moved them enough in such a way that it's now a part of their reality. We have the energy of grace, and the keywords are timid, misunderstood, and shy. I feel like your person does feel misunderstood, and the Page of Swords, like I said, there is a part of them that is really wanting to come forward. I feel like I really do get that sense, okay, with your pile, that they're wanting to like talk to you, reapproach you, but they might be feeling scared about it all, like the fear of probably like how you're going to react, you know, whether they would be welcome back or not, just not brave enough at this point of time, not feeling powerful enough to deal with your reaction, okay? But there is an energy here where I distinctly felt that your person is wanting to come back, talk to you, clarify something, or gain clarity over something. Like there's a message, it's almost like they want to send to you. Now we are going to go into the Oracle deck, and it's called the Hidden Oracle, and I'm just going to draw a few messages from your person, what they wish they could say to you if they could talk to you right now. So what is Pile 1's person wanting to say to Pile 1? What do they want you to know? Let's see what type of messages we get. We have you came closer than anyone. Okay, so yeah, that's what I meant. I felt like this connection really woke them up to their own shadow, certain things that they were not aware of, not even looking at, and now they feel like, I feel like with that existence energy, like really questioning, their role in their own, in the creation of their own universe. Like, what does this mean about me? And soul searching questions in general. I wish things could be different. Okay, so like I said, this person is not over this connection, not at all. Still on their minds, and in fact they're wishing things could have been different for the two of you. This also makes me feel like, for pile 1, for this connection at least, that there were a lot of external factors, like it could be some other connection, or could be like other details surrounding you guys that really affected the connection. I look for you everywhere. Okay, so still on their minds, still very much like hooked on your energy. What is this person looking to tell you, pile 1? I feel you leaving me behind. So yeah, some of you, like, they are wondering, especially if a lot of time has passed, if they have a chance with you again, and if you would accept them back into your life, or whether you have moved on from this connection. It was my fault, but I blamed you. There you go. So this person, especially with that 5 of Pentacles, if they abandoned you, they are aware of how their behavior has affected you, and there's guilt. And I did sense the energy of guilt previously in you, spread. I lost myself for a little while, and now I feel like with that existence energy, they are coming back into balance, finding themselves, and just, I feel like this person is left with a lot of things to think about, themselves, that is, when this connection ended, or when they went no contact. I love you. It's the energy of love. That just made me feel really sad, and I feel like for some of you at least there's a realization with your person that they really were in love with you, and it really saddens them. I'm afraid to contact you. Yeah, this is what we got from your oracle cards as well. That this person is wanting to get in touch, but at this time they seem to be like very afraid of it, and afraid of your reaction. So what I want to do next, I don't want to leave the reading here somehow. I'm going to get some oracle cards, or maybe I'll get another tarot deck here, and I'm going to go into answering the question, whether this person will ever find the courage to get in touch with you, because I do see that they're still hooked on you. This relationship is not off their minds. There is a desire to communicate with you, say something to you. So let's get some clarity, because just leaving it here, oh, this is what they are thinking and wondering, and they still have feelings, and they still are doing all of these things. But let's see, in the near future, that is, let's set a time frame of about 6 months. Let's see if they will actually find the courage to get in touch with you. So let me grab another tarot deck, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I just felt like that will be a more useful reading for you to look into the future, and especially for you guys, because I got this energy of your person desiring to do or desiring to make a comeback to talk to you, but let's see if they actually will or what's going to happen. Okay, these two cards really want to come out. Okay, we have, okay, look at that, Five of Wands. We also have the King of Swords. Oops. Is this person going to make a comeback? Are they reaching out to you because the desire is there? Will they find the courage to actually do it? We have the Seven of Swords. Will this person ever reach out to you again? Okay, one card flipped over. That was the Temperance. And we are looking at a time frame of 6 months from now. Whenever you watch this reading, you need not check the upload date for this video. All my readings are meant to be timeless in a way. Then we have the Seven of Wands. Oops, my pumpkin moved. Did you enjoy my fall decor though? Sorry, I'm trying to distract you from a difficult reading. But yeah, I just decided this morning that I wanted some fall decor on my table, since at least where I am right now in Canada, it's officially fall. Then we have the Magician. Okay. What is likely to happen in the next 6 months? Will this person make a comeback? Oh, we got two cards, but underneath that was the Knight of Rods, which is Knight of Wands, and we also have the Strength card. Will this person find the courage to reach out? I feel like this person has a long way to go, to put it like in a succinct sort of a way. Okay, as I said, what I got from your spread is that this person doesn't really feel. Oh, bottom of the deck we have Lover's energy. Okay, let's put that here. So as I said from your spread, that this person, or at least answering the question for the next 6 months, I feel like even if they make a comeback, it would be too soon. Okay, and this person still has a long ways to go in order to reach that place of balance and reach that place where within themselves they are really happy. I feel like this person deep down, they are not really happy. With the King of Swords and the Seven of Wands energy, I feel like they are more of a like this person's way of talking might come across as like really sharp, authoritative and all that, but at the end of it, I feel like there's a lot of conflict in their minds, and how they try to come across as really strong is by you know, just speaking their minds in a very like direct sort of a way, very loud, very or doesn't have to be loud, but you know what I mean. Like they try to speak pretty authoritatively, but most of the time I feel like this person is feeling that they are righteously defending themselves. Like the King of Swords and the Seven of Wands energy, this is someone who just feels the need to defend themselves against the world. Okay, like everything else or everybody else is just like messed up, or they are unable to like find resonance with a lot of people, and the way they kind of make themselves feel better, I feel like, is by using words in a attacking sort of a way, or something that would be very indicative of this person feeling very defensive all the time, if you know what I mean. Okay, now while their sense of confidence is like really low, I feel like this person has to get more honest with themselves. Like there is a level of self-deceit I feel like this person engages in, where they are either not willing to see what the truth is. They're also a little immature, okay? I feel like they don't stick to things that would heal them or that would be right for them. So it's a question of like this person learning to control their negative mind, learning to control their impulses. And I feel like there's still a lot of ways to go with this person until they become their balanced self. Now, what surprises me is seeing the Lover's energy at the bottom of the deck. And the Lovers can speak of like feeling very drawn to someone, like very intense kind of connection. So I feel like this person might have been your twin flame, your divine counterpart, okay, which kind of would make the no contact situation even more painful for you and for the person. And what we saw from your previous spread, from the first tarot spread that we did, was that this person was really awakening to a lot of things that they were not previously looking at, that they were not aware of. And typically a soulmate or a twin flame kind of connection, which this Lovers is talking about, that can make us feel that way, or that is basically engineered into our lives in such a way so that it becomes a vehicle for transformation, if you will. But this person, I feel like, has to remain by themselves, has to remain single for a while to reach that place of balance and just get a better sense of control over their own energy, okay? So to be honest with you, I'm not getting like a yes or a no, but what I'm getting is that this person still, at least at the 6 months point, that timeline would still be kind of like a work in progress. Okay, they will still need to do that work in themselves, work on themselves to authentically feel like the Magician, which can talk about like somebody very confident, superb manifester, has control over their energies, which is also in the Strength card. And I'm seeing a lot of yellow in the cards along with the Temperance card. So I feel like this person is going through healing at this time, like, you know, the kind of person they are. It's actually needed in a way. I know that makes like maybe makes very little sense to you, but there are certain experiences that I feel like this person is attracting towards themselves, which is allowing them to learn and work through their own inner demons, become more honest with themselves, which at this point they are not. And it looks like that they would still need to keep doing the work. And if they do make a comeback, I feel like you will be able to tell these things about your person. Okay, so yeah, now I'm going to leave your reading here, pile one. I hope that this was helpful. I hope it resonated. If it did, please consider leaving a like, leaving a comment on my video, and also consider subscribing to my channel. It really helps with the growth of the channel. It really helps me as your tarot reader, your content creator here on YouTube. That's just the platform and how it is. So, but yeah, thank you so much for being here today with me with this reading. And I wish you nothing but luck and a lot of love as you are navigating this no contact relationship. So thank you again, and I will see you hopefully in my next video. Bye. Hi pile 2, so this is for those of you that resonated with the Cat's Eye Crystal and the Cat's Eye Tarot deck. welcome to your reading. I'm going to put this here a little out of the way. Okay, so we are looking into your person's thoughts and feelings towards you in this no contact situation. And as I mentioned in the intro portion, if you're feeling especially sensitive, maybe watch this reading at a later date, because I certainly don't control the messages that come through. It is whatever you need to know, so it is just like messages from spirit, if you will. Also keep in mind that this is a general reading, so I would recommend to take only those messages. Sorry, I kind of got confused there. Basically, not everything I say will resonate, and I recommend that you take only those messages that do resonate and make sense to you. So let's get started by looking at your tarot, then we go into the oracle. So what are your person's thoughts and feelings at this time? Pile 2. You're starting with justice. Okay. Oops. What are your person's thoughts and feelings towards you? With the justice energy, this could be talking about someone that you were married to, or there was some kind of like a formal, legalized commitment. But let's look at the other cards as well. We have the Six of Wands. Okay. Now with the Six of Wands, I'm thinking justice can also talk about feeling the need to do the right thing. And I feel like this person's ego, at least, in ending this connection, I feel like they somehow got to a point where they convinced themselves that this is the right decision. For whatever reason, we have the Four of Swords. Okay. What is your person's energy right now towards you and towards the connection? The Four of Swords is also taking a break, and really taking some time to think about everything, okay? Deeply processing, mentally processing something. So we have the Ten of Cups, okay. So they were definitely happy, I see, in this relationship. And this seems to be the case of like your person, for whatever reason, and that reason will obviously be different for each one of you. It's like they told themselves that, you know, at this time, it would be best for the two of us, for you, for them, to just end the connection, okay? And now they seem to be like taking the time to think everything, process everything deeply. Like this connection, I feel like, is still on their minds, definitely. They have not moved on from it. And the Ten of Cups can talk about happiness, so feeling the real emotional contentment with someone. And I feel like your relationship was like that to this person. What is the person thinking? You have the Six of Swords. Yeah. The more I read these cards, the more I'm getting that sense. But let's see what else remains to be revealed. Get the sense, I mean, like the it seems to be the right thing to do at this time kind of feeling coming from your person. We have the Eight of Cups. Okay. Yeah. What is your person feeling and thinking towards you in this no contact situation? We have the Page of Swords. Okay, let's draw one more. I'll explain in a second why I laughed there. Or giggled. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Look at that. So With the Ten of Pentacles energy, this is looking like somebody you were in a long-term commitment with, long-term relationship with. And the Ten of Cups, actually I feel like a person really misses that. Bottom of the deck, we have Eight of Pentacles. Okay. And so many things coming through. Okay, gather your thoughts indeed. So as I said, this person was, and you, looks like this was a long-term commitment. This could be a marriage. Maybe you were like hoping to get married, as in maybe they were, I'm looking at a fiance type of energy. Okay. And I kind of feel like, you know, just being with you and being in a committed relationship is something that is very emotionally satisfying for this person. Or at least I should say, being in a committed relationship with you was something that is really emotionally satisfying for them. But then something about this relationship, either the details of this connection or circumstances around this connection, if that makes sense, that directly affected the relationship, that they must have changed, or something within that might have gone wrong in a way, which made your person feel at the time when they were leaving this connection behind, it's literally like them thinking that it would be the right thing to do at this point of time. Okay. Eight of Cups can talk about like moving away from something because it is no longer working, no longer emotionally satisfying for us. So that's why I'm thinking, you know, maybe something changed in your life, in their life, in the circumstances around this relationship that kind of made it very difficult for them to see this connection as something that was really satisfying them emotionally. Okay, the Six of Swords is again movement forward, so leaving something behind, cutting your losses and moving away from something. That kind of an energy is of the Six of Swords. So it's kind of like this person told themselves that before things get any worse, I should go. Okay. With the Four of Swords energy, like I said, that's really taking a kind of time out from everything and really going into a sort of meditative space where we spend a lot of time like mentally working something out, thinking about something, like really contemplating what happened or what they would do next, and all of that. Okay, but with the Page of Swords energy, this is why I giggled, you know, because I feel like your person is not doing a great job of figuring things out. It does look to me that this person might have made a wrong choice in leaving this connection, to be frank and honest with you here, because I really don't think like they would find this type of a relationship, this type of a comfort level, this type of emotional resonance somewhere else, even if they are like wondering if they would, or they might be future focused. But at this time, I feel like this person is very much focused on themselves. The Eight of Pentacles can talk about, first of all, it's also a card that talks about like work and career. So maybe those were the issues that brought about this decision. But it also can talk about, you know, being focused on ourselves, working on ourselves, and rebuilding, you know, our state of being, coming out of something. So I feel like, you know, very much this person it kind of looks like it's neither like they neither want to hurriedly like move on from it, nor do they want to hang on to it, like that kind of a situation, you know. This is no longer working for us. Things have changed, and maybe they have changed, or maybe they notice that you have changed, but something is deeply emotionally, you know, not fulfilling them at this point of time. But at this point of time, I feel like your person is more focused on working on themselves, like whatever lessons that they have learned out of this connection, out of this relationship, whatever they have realized that they need to work on, okay, when it comes to their own selves, I feel like that is where their focus is at. Sorry, I was hiccuping. I hope it is gone. But yeah, I wonder what happened, and if you chose this pile and this energy kind of resonates and makes sense to you, if you would be willing, please let me know in the comment section. In the comment section below, because I would really like to know like what made this person think like this no longer serves me, this no longer is working out, and yet with the 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles energy, this is like, you know, true happiness. And I feel like your person also appreciated the stability of this connection while it lasted, okay? And I feel like they really missed that. They really acknowledge that, yes, there were times that they were really happy with you, they liked the stability, but it's almost like, you know, with the Six of Wands, this person is telling themselves that, okay, I need to do this. So even with the Justice energy, I need to do this. I need to move on from this connection. And now it's time, like, I need to work on myself because, like, you know, yes, there were certain things that were really good, but certain things really made me feel like I need to leave this behind and move on from this connection, okay? I hope it was not a case of, like, just a switch flipping inside of them and, like, suddenly them realizing something and then you guys being in disagreement over whether this connection should end or not, because that can be painful for you, pile 2, very painful to go through. But it looks like this person just like got up one day and decided that this is no longer working for us, even though there is a time that they really acknowledge that they were truly happy in this relationship. So I want to get another tarot deck and clarify some of these energies here. I want to look at the the Justice and the Six of Swords. Spirit, can we please get some more clarity on the Justice and the Six of Swords energy? Whoa, whoops. Can we get some more clarity on the Justice and the Six of Swords? What is the Justice and the Six of Swords energy? We have 9 of Cups. Okay. I feel like this person really came to a point where they started believing that their happiness or what they wish to experience through a relationship, what they desire to have in their life in terms of like maybe the quality of the connection, or maybe certain things like, as I said, surrounding your circumstances that have directly impacted this relationship. I kind of feel like this person felt like this relationship was not meeting those standards that they have, or the wish that they have, or, you know, what they're desiring, like truly desiring, like something here was not really meeting their needs, is what I'm getting, or how they saw it. Now keep in mind that this is their perspective that is coming through, so it doesn't have to be like the objective truth, and maybe you would disagree with that, understandably so, but this is something like this person really has this wish that they want to experience this kind of a relationship, this kind of a connection, and this relationship was not meeting that. Okay, let's look at the Six of Wands, and actually let's look at the Eight of Cups energy first. That's what I'm being called to look at, and then we'll look at the Six of Wands. So what is the Eight of Cups energy? That is movement ahead or moving on from something because it's not emotionally fulfilling. Let's get some. We have the Emperor. I feel like this person felt like I want to say, either not appreciated or somehow like feeling like they have lost their hold on either this relationship or hold on you. Like, it's almost like I'm getting the sense of somebody not feeling like they were treated in a way that they were important enough, if that makes sense. And again, this could be to do with the circumstances around your relationship that shifted in a way that made them feel like a loss of control. Because the Emperor is all about like feeling in command and in authority. And it looks like, you know, they looked at the situation, they looked at everything that was happening between the two of you, and they were like, I can't really do anything about this, and I'm no longer in charge here. It's like, you know, it's out of my hands or something like that. So it's about, you know, not really feeling like they have a say in something or control over something. And I don't mean control in a manipulative sort of way, but feeling like a loss of power is what I am getting. So what's the Six of Wands energy? What's the Six of Wands energy here? And I'm noticing now how this Emperor, because he's looking a little upwards right there, and I feel like he's looking at the Six of Wands card. So it is like somehow they got to a point where they didn't feel so great about themselves by being in this connection. We have the Queen of Wands. Okay. So Queen of Wands can be about like feeling alive again, feeling passionate towards something, feeling like I said, that drive, that passion, and wanting to do more with their lives. And I feel like that feeling was very severely being hampered or affected in a negative way, sort of. And your person is or was desiring to still feel enthusiastic about love, about relationships, and still be happy in connections, because as I said, I feel like there was something in this relationship that made them feel like this is not what I was hoping for, or this is not something that I was wanting to experience, and I no longer feel like I can do anything here, but I do want to feel better about myself. The Six of Wands is again a feeling of being appreciated or feeling like a winner, feeling enthusiastic towards goals and stuff like that. So the Queen of Wands also, however, can talk about an actual individual. So this could be their attraction to somebody else, okay, that they think brings more promises to the connection or promises to the prospect of having a relationship. So for some of you, that also might be true. Like maybe they saw somebody else and they wanted to pursue a relationship with them. Okay, what is the Four of Swords energy? And this could also talk about, you know, them not feeling like you were interested in the connection anymore. Okay, I'm also getting that. So it could be either of those messages. Take only what resonates. So what is the Four of Swords energy here? And this person, like, is of course left with a lot to think about, but with the Page of Swords, I don't think they're doing a really good job of it. We have Strength. So this person might be like, again, strength is all about like, you know, being able to control our inner world, just hoping to be strong. I feel like this person is again wanting to feel much stronger than they do right now in this situation, and even within themselves, and maybe they're even telling themselves like, I'm strong enough to endure this, I'm strong enough to do this, and trying to figure out their next steps. Like I said, there's more inward focus at this point with your person. We have Three of Coins. Okay. Again, so what is the next step that they should take in order to rebuild their life, rebuild their confidence, rebuild that hope, and rebuild that state of being where they feel totally strong, like I said, within themselves. So let's clarify both these energies. What's the Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles energy here? What's the Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles energy for pile 2? We have again 8 of Coins. Let's get one more card. What's the Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles? Maybe your person also sees, like with the 8 of Coins coming up as a clarifying card, and therefore in a very different position than the bottom of the deck energy, which to me is kind of like the summarization or the essence of the spread. The bottom of deck energy is maybe your person really sees that they gave this relationship a lot, and they are looking at the efforts that they put in this connection, which I really feel like they did. We have Ace of Coins. Okay, and I feel like this person, like I said, I'm getting the sense with the Ten of Pentacles energy is that being in a stable relationship is something that this person really likes, really feels good about, really feels happy about, and they're wanting to recreate that. Okay, the Ace of Coins can talk about new beginnings, and I'm going to be honest with the rest of the energies of this spread. This is looking like they're looking for a new beginning in general. Might not be with you guys, at least for now. I don't think this person is even ready at this point of time to consider the question of whether they want to rekindle it or start up something again with you. They seem to be like more focused on themselves, like working hard to resolve and do the work on those aspects of themselves that they believe need the work. Okay, and I don't think this person is at a point now to really answer the question of whether they want to start something new with you, but they are hopeful about the future, is what I'm sensing. What is the energy here with your person? Pile 1. We have number 8. That number could be significant. This is again Ten of Pentacles, and the symbol is the scythe. That's how you pronounce it. Scythe. So it says the scythe presages disappointment when near the coffin, and when near the coffin in early death. So disappointment. Yeah, feeling disappointed with the with this relationship, which looks like was a stable long-term relationship for most of you, if not all of you, but at least something that was headed towards that. And I feel like your person right now, as I said, I don't think they're in a state of mind to even consider like if they want a rekindling. For some of you, near the coffin, that is indicative of a relationship that was already dying and kind of coming to a close for your person, that is, because this is their energy. Early death could be speaking about something that ended too soon, like they were hoping that it would last for the long term, but it sadly didn't. So again, I'm sorry if these messages are difficult to hear, but I am just, like I said, I'm delivering what the cards are showing. It says, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So here's what I think from this card. I feel like, for some of you, especially thinking back on the connection that you shared and the happiness that this long-term relationship, or this relationship which they were hoping to go the distance with, how happy it made them. This card is actually indicative of them wondering if they should be putting in effort in this connection. So I take back what I said earlier. It could be wanting a sort of new beginning with you, but definitely not right away. Okay, this person realizes that they have work to do. They have some things to figure out, some things to sort within themselves. But it could be talking about your relationship, or it could be talking about them feeling that finding a great love, because as I said, this person really has, a wish to experience a certain kind of connection, a certain quality of connection. And I feel like, the relationships, long-term relationships, I feel like truly make them happy. So it could be with you, or in general, they feel that finding a love like that is worth putting the effort within themselves, within their lives. Or it could be wanting to put the work and effort in this relationship. I'm getting both those messages. I wish I could be less vague and more precise, but I'm sorry, that's just what is showing up. And that's how it is with collective readings. Tapping into the collective, it does have its downsides, with the readings not being totally precise in certain regards as this one. But I am getting both those messages because, like I said, I see the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, and that's really an acknowledgement of the happiness they felt in this relationship. So it could be for some of you wanting to make a comeback. We have clouds, which is, the keyword is shape-shifting. And when I look at this card, it kind of, reminds me of confusion, because clouded thinking can be one of the meanings, one of the things that I associate the symbol of clouds with. And as I said, with the Four of Swords energy and the Page of Swords, like I said, at this point, this person is trying to clearly think about the past, clearly think about maybe what the next steps should be, but miserably failing at that. I'm getting the sense. So clouds can be representative of that confusion in their minds with that Page of Swords, and not being able to clearly think, I feel at this point of time. So a lot of mental confusion and shape-shifting, something is unreliable. It's their thoughts about it all change from one thing to the other, because even with your tarot spread, we saw that this person got to a point where they completely told themselves this is the best decision, this is the right thing to do now, end this and move on to something else. It's no longer working for me, or what have you. And then we have them thinking about how happy they were. So it's unreliable. We have the Source. So the energy of the Source, how do I explain this? This is actually the King of Wands energy, okay? In the Osho and Tarot deck, this talks about the King of Wands. And again, this person, I feel is wanting to feel alive, enthusiastic towards this connection or towards their life. Again, sorry about that, getting both those messages. And at this point, I feel the journey that they are on is to reach this destination. They just want to feel powerful again, because the Source is a card which talks about the source of creation. Everything comes from that one source, as you might be aware of. And to get to that place where we feel like a powerful creator, first that fire has to burn within ourselves, and we have to feel like absolutely powerful and in control and able to make clear decisions about our lives. So I feel like your person is, for some of you, very close to arriving at that point, or working towards that. Could be either of those things. Okay, now I want to get some cards from the Hidden Oracle, which is basically a message card, message cards. So what your person would say to you if they could, how to, at this point of time, whenever you're finding this reading. All my readings are supposed to be timeless, so you need not check the upload date for this video. But what is your person wanting to say to you? You and I were too young, okay? So maybe for some of you that literally was the case, okay? A connection that started when you were very young, quickly got to commitment, and then this person realizing that, in whatever ways this was not working, and therefore the right thing to do would be go after the dream that they have. I really feel like your person is holding a dream of a love very close to their heart. I wish I could share my good news with you. So for some of them, this is also a sense that I got from your cards. I feel like the conversations that they had with you, because when I looked at the Ten of Pentacles energy, yes, it is the energy of long-term commitment, but I was especially looking at the two cats just hanging out with each other and like being comfortable in their presence. So if this is a situation in which you are no longer talking to them, and like not a low contact one, but absolutely no contact, I feel like they missed the friendship that they shared with you. I really do. So what is the message that your person would tell you if they could talk to you? I hid who I really am from you. So yeah, this seems to be, like I said, this connection, when you got into the connection, maybe your person was not aware of who they are themselves and what their needs are, what they really wanted in a relationship. And hid, it doesn't feel like malicious, like actively, hiding something from someone, but it just feels like, to me at least, looking at the bigger energy of the spread, it looks like they were unable to communicate that clearly. I hope that you can forgive me one day. So they do feel guilt, they have regrets about leaving this connection. They are hoping that there's forgiveness, empathy, and I feel like I hope this person, I'm sensing that this person wishes that you can empathize and understand them someday, if not right away. I regret lying to you. So again, not being able to share their truth with you. Okay. Share their real feelings, open up to you. Because that can be considered as lying as well. I wish I had treated you better. Again, regret. Feeling guilty over whatever they did and however they behaved, especially I feel like towards the end of this connection. I wish things could be different. Let's get one last card for you, pile 2. Message from your person. we will be together again. Yeah, so for some of you, one last card that kind of points to that, you know, your person wanting a new beginning, a new sort of renewal to this connection. But I feel like at this time, again, reiterating what I said during your tarot reading, the first part, that is, at this point of time, I don't feel like your person is really in a place where they can answer the question, you know, like, do they want this relationship back? I feel like their energy is more focused on processing everything that happened in your relationship, processing, you know, what they went through, their own thoughts, and just like, you know, figuring things out is what I'm getting. Okay, so I'm going to leave your reading here, Pile 2. I do hope that it was helpful, insightful. It gave you the clarity that you want or wanted from this reading, and I hope that it puts you in a place of peace, definitely, if nothing else. So thank you once again for being here. If this reading resonated, if it made sense to you, if it helped you in any way, consider leaving a like to this video, also commenting on it, and subscribing to my channel. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm, just the platform that we are on right now, and I would appreciate any teeny tiny of those efforts that you're able to put towards my video. So thank you once again for being here. I hopefully will see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. So this is for those of you that resonated with this golden pyrite crystal or the Crow Tarot. This is your reading. So we will be looking at your relationship which is no longer in contact, and we are trying to get some insight into your person's thoughts and feelings towards you or towards this connection at this time, and also get a sense of what might happen in the future if Spirit does allow that. So as I said in the intro portion, if you are feeling especially sensitive today, because I don't control these messages and what comes through, I'm just here to read the cards. If you're feeling sensitive, maybe save this for another day and watch it then. And also bear in mind, for those of you that are choosing to watch this reading, that this is a general reading and I tap into the collective energy. So not everything I say might resonate. Just take the messages that make sense to you. Okay, so let's get started with the tarot messages first, and then we are going to go into your oracle cards and see what comes up. So what is your person's energy? We are starting with the 7 of Cups. Okay. The 7 of Cups can talk about just feeling too much and very confused about what they are feeling. It could also represent dreams. So your person, you know, getting dreams about you, about this relationship. But we'll see what rest of the cards have to say about that energy. We have the Queen of Cups. Okay. What are your person's thoughts and feelings towards you, towards the connection in this no contact situation between the two of you? We have the King of Cups. Okay. This looks like a very strong connection between the two of you. Soulmate type of energy is what is coming through, but typically that could also mean that soulmate connection is a painful connection sometimes, because there are deep spiritual lessons that we learn through these type of connections. So, but definitely a couple. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles energy. Okay. Yeah, so like I said, the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, I feel like both of you are at this time very emotional when it comes to this connection. The Five of Pentacles can be, either your person rejecting you or you rejecting them, but this looks to be more like them having made the choice to leave this connection at this time. It can also make you feel lost, abandoned, completely shut out from your person, and that's not a very fun feeling. I feel like both of you, in a sense, do feel the same way about this Five of Pentacles, no matter who made the decision to end this connection. And the Seven of Cups, that can be, as I said, feeling too many feelings all at the same time. And that typically happens through our emotional triggers, if you can understand. So when we encounter any kind of pain in our life, feelings of abandonment, for example, would be one such pain. It can bring up many different triggers and many different emotional things within us, and we might find that particularly difficult to navigate. But for whatever reason, Spirit has chosen to acknowledge both your energies in this connection. So I feel like this might be talking about both of you feeling abandoned, feeling left out, feeling shut out, and as a result of that, feeling way too many things. We have the Knight of Swords. Whoops. What is your person feeling at this time? What is your person feeling at this time towards you? Pile 3. We have the Six of Cups. How is your person feeling towards you? Pile 3. So since both of your energies are present in the spread, and I do not know whether you are the Queen of Cups or whether you are the King of Cups, I'm just gonna talk about these energies as one of you feeling, whatever, X, Y, Z. So what I see here with the Six of Cups, we have the Strength, okay. One of you is very nostalgic when it comes to this connection, dwelling on memories, dwelling on the time that you have spent with this person. And I feel like you look upon those times that you have spent with them. I'm sorry, this is not the Six of Cups. Sorry. This is the Nine of Cups. Sorry about that. Okay, give me a second here to reconnect with the cards. Okay. So I apologize about that mix-up. We have the Page of Wands. I'm sorry about that mix-up. As I said, bottom of the deck, we have Seven of Wands. What is going on, pile 3, in your connection? I'm also seeing the Four of Swords at the bottom and the Page of Swords. Okay. So I feel like, I don't know what your situation was, how it unfolded, and what made you guys go no contact. Because as I said, with the King and Queen of Cups, there's definitely a lot of genuine feelings of love and emotions invested into this connection, okay? But it almost looks like after the breakup or after going no contact, it's almost like you both are sort of in a place of denial, I must say, about the intensity of these feelings. You might even have been in denial while you were in a relationship and while you were connecting with each other, okay? And there is someone here, like I said, either you or your person, that was not available for as much closeness as this relationship warranted. Okay, with the Strength card coming up for one of you, like I said, the King of Cups could be you, could be a person. One of you is really like trying to be strong and hold their ground. I mean, I can definitely see the King of Cups energy trying to be really strong here, trying to move on, trying to like manage their emotions and really be mindful about their energy right now. Okay, and the second one, the other one, which might be you, might be your person, they are also, in a way, Nine of Cups really surprises me. It's like this person, you or your person, you guys are telling yourselves that, I mean, one of you, the Queen of Cups, whoever you have assigned the Queen of Cups to, you're trying to tell yourselves that you will be okay. All right, despite the breakup, despite like being away from your person, despite being in a no contact situation, you're trying to like deal with it all, deal with the pain of it all in a very like positive manner. The Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment, and it is just one step behind that Ten of Cups energy. So this is, you know, the Queen of Cups, whoever that is, whether you or a person, they're telling themselves that they can actually like manifest another connection, or, you know, they deserved so much better in this relationship, and kind of feeling like this person doesn't deserve you. Okay, and the way they treated you, the way they were in this relationship, where, you know, with the Five of Pentacles energy, I'm feeling like one of you was more closed off than the other, and therefore not available for a deeper interaction, even though the feelings are there. And now it's like after the breakup, one of you is like trying to be really strong, and the other one is like, okay, to hell with it. Okay, the bottom of the deck energy is the Seven of Wands, and Seven of Wands can be a very defensive energy. It's almost like, you know, think of like feeling attacked or somebody doing wrong, and then you having to stand up and defend yourself. So maybe that is what happened here as the connection was progressing, or while you were in a relationship with them, their behavior, or maybe they felt your behavior. The spread is especially confusing because I feel like both the energies are present here, and both of you, I feel like, have so much to say to each other, still so much to say, so much to share in this situation. What I feel like both of you are doing a very bad job of handling, I must point out, is the emotions that you're going through right now. Okay, I feel like this emotional trigger and the confusion, feeling confused over your feelings. Both of you, or maybe like predominantly one of you, just took that confusion and ran away from the relationship. The Knight of Swords can be that, like, you know, running away from the relationship and like telling yourselves again that there is no good enough reason to commit to this relationship, or that, you know, your experiences were not like up to the level that would warrant you to become like serious about this connection. There's somebody who's like, or both of you maybe, are in denial and like I said, really trying to be strong, but I feel like something was very much mishandled in this situation, and there is a need to speak up. I feel like both of you feel that, or maybe one of you, and the other person seems to have taken away that opportunity for that ever happening, for the communication to ever happening. Now, with this spread, I do want to clarify a lot of energies here. So let's get this another tarot deck. And let's clarify, what's the Seven of Cups energy in this connection? What's the Seven of Cups energy? The emotions were there, the connection, like you both felt the connection, but it's almost like nobody wanted to deal with the consequences of that. We have the Ace of Coins. Okay. So Ace of Coins can talk about new beginnings, but one of the things about the Ace of Coins, especially with the kind of beginnings that the Ace of Coins talks about, is something that pushes you out of your comfort zone. So this is about like taking a chance with this person, taking a chance on this relationship. So one of you really feels confused over, you know, whether this is something that I should even begin, whether I should like go for this person or not. Something here, apart from the emotions, because there is an emotional connection here, such a deep emotional connection, feelings for each other, but there's something maybe circumstantial about your relationship that made you think, you know, oh, it's not possible to have a new beginning, or some sort of a beginning, not a new beginning, sorry about that, but new beginning with this person, because it puts me out of my comfort zone, makes me too vulnerable. I would rather just stick to what I know, okay? And what is the Knight of Swords? Okay, this card flipped over, and we have the World energy. So somebody was not willing to go the distance, I feel like, with this relationship. It could also actually mean that maybe the circumstances were such that, you know, this person had to like go physically far away from you. The world can talk about like physical distance. But with the Knight of Swords, it also feels like not a very thoughtful ending, is what I would say. Like, not too much thought was put into just this decision of whether you want to end this relationship or what do you want to do about it. Somebody like made a decision to end it very hastily. What's the Nine of Cups energy here? What's the Nine of Cups? The ending seemed to have come way too quickly, and like I said, I'm looking at the bottom of the deck energy, the Seven of Wands, which is like feeling very defensive. It's like one of you, or more than the other, or maybe just the two of you, just told themselves that, you know, no, this is not worth me stressing out over, or screw them, or something like that, you know, like if they're not meeting my needs, not up to the standards, which can be a good thing, I guess, if you are coming from that space. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, somebody's leaving it up to destiny, and believing like if this is meant to be, your person will come back, and maybe this is how, you know, the other thing that you might be, or your person might be telling themselves is that, you know, if this connection is destined, that we will come back together, and maybe you guys are even telling yourselves like this was not the right time. Maybe the two of you are saying that, or maybe one of you are saying that. One of you is telling themselves that, you know, maybe this was just like bad timing, okay, and just not enough to keep me going in this connection. But again, like the emotions were there for the two of you. So what's the Strength energy here? I'm not clarifying the Queen and the King of Cups because I feel like this is your energy. And you see how the King and Queen are not looking at each other, even though like coming from the Suit of Cups, this is talking about like very deep, mature feelings actually for each other. But then running away and hastily ending the connection. We have the Five of Coins again, Five of Pentacles. Let's get one more card. What's the Strength energy here? It's a very unusual read, I must say. I've not read this type of an energy in a long time. Temperance. Yeah, so one of you is really trying to make their peace and not be as affected as they are. They have been affected, okay? Either you or your person. One of you is really affected by this, like, energy of the other person being closed off and having taken away the opportunity to connect with them. This like Five of Pentacles can also talk about like the literal thing that we are reading on, which is no contact, not having access to them. And one of you is just really trying to be mature about it, trying to feel more balanced, trying to manage their emotions really well, and just trying to be strong in general. Okay, what's this Page of Wands energy? Like I said, both of you, or maybe one of you at least, like feels like this was left very incomplete. There's a need to say something here. There are certain feelings, especially towards like whoever took the action of like ending the contact and becoming like less accessible. The other person is left with lots of things that they're going through that they want to speak up about. The pages can be about communication, and these feelings that they are feeling as a result of this shutdown from the other person, they're very strong. We have the Four of Cups, yeah. So this is rejection. Like about the rejection, I feel like one of you again has a lot to say, okay? A lot to like ask your person, maybe ask for explanations. I want to clarify or get more context to the Five of Pentacles energy. The top card, not this one. The Five of Pentacles energy here. We have death, yeah. So something coming to an end, which could be, you know, the death of this relationship. And just like, there's so many feelings here through these cards, and I can really like sense both of your, as I said, frustration, both of yours like confusion with the Seven of Cups, but unusual read in which I see like the emotions were there. And if you chose this pile, and if you're watching this reading and it's resonating with you, at least most of it, if not all of it, then I would love to know what happened with you. Either send me an email that's in the description box, or like write in the comments if you're willing to share. I understand like YouTube is a very public platform, so but I would be really interested in knowing the backstory. So confusing, and so like, why did you guys break up in the first place? Like, what happened? And like I said, with the Seven of Wands energy here, it's like someone felt really attacked, and felt the need to defend themselves, and you know, one of the acts of defense was ending this connection. Like just disagreements. Actually, you know what, before we go into the oracle, I want to clarify the Seven of Wands. Can we get some more flavor, more context, more about the Seven of Wands? What's the Seven of Wands energy? We have the Emperor, yeah. The Emperor can be, you know, the Emperor is the energy of authority, feeling in charge, feeling in control, about power. So again, was this a power struggle between the two of you? I'm wondering, like the Emperor card is really making me wonder, like, is this about, you know, one of you wanting to have more control, more say in the relationship, and the other person like not being available for it, not responding to it, not really giving you what you desire. Emperor is also making me think, because the Emperor is not very communicative, more of a stoic kind of energy. So maybe it was one person like not really saying much, not really doing much. Okay, but let me tell you, in case you're wondering, the feelings were there. Very intense, very developed feelings for each other. It's like, makes me wonder, like, why are you guys not in contact anymore? Like, what happened? We have number 40. We have the Queen of Spades. I'm not going to pretend that I know, you know, the tarot equivalent for that. But it could be either Pentacles, or it could be Pentacles. Anyway, the symbol we have is wine. Wine is a symbol of cheerfulness and gaiety. Just wine. Alcoholism, I'm thinking. Was that an issue here? What does this card mean to you? This cheerfulness and gaiety. I'm not getting that from the spread, definitely, that everything was cheery. But wine, maybe, of significance, just alcohol, substances, because we have that energy there. So, yeah, pile 3, please let me know. We have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Look at that. It is about control. It is about like wanting to be free of the stress of the situation, whatever that might have been. But time to take back control of your life. So something in this like made you feel powerless, whatever happened between the two of you. It's so intriguing to me as I'm reading your cards. Let's look at another oracle deck if I can pick up these cards. Oh my god. One card was stuck to the table. Very stubborn. Stubbornness is also what I'm getting. Like a sense of somebody or both of you, it looks like, being very stubborn here. And I do want to say, like a personal advice, if I may, that perhaps there is a need to connect with your emotions here and not so much base your decisions about this relationship based on things like wanting to feel more of the powerful one, or like something that comes from the ego. Then we have lightning and power again with the power. Lightning. It could be that this connection really like shook your world, or whatever happened, especially during the ending or going no contact with them. That might have been itself like a sudden decision on their part or your part, and something that really like shook your energy to the core. But another thing that does come to mind is, you see how acts of God, as they call it, or act of nature, like a lightning strike, would be under that category. So something from the outside, something that you couldn't have control, maybe happened in this relationship, and that really deeply impacted the connection. Okay. Very surprising. So what else? What other energy is present here, Spirit? For pile 3 in this no contact relationship. What is the other energy that is present here? And I'm also noticing is that this reading is more like acknowledging of like both your energies, so it's not just like their energy. I feel like something that was very much contributed to by both the parties. I feel like we have totality. This is, we see those people performing those acrobatics, and it's literally like if one thing is out of balance there, if one person makes a mistake or, does something that is wrong, it kind of means that all of them are going to fall down and not be able to complete this interchange smoothly. And this is the 5 of Wands energy. This is about like conflicts, and it could talk about like conflict between the two of you, but it could also talk about like just them being very conflicted about this. And maybe you are conflicted about this at this point of time. So what else? What other energies are present? And it's like falling short. Like this relationship makes you feel like either they fell short of their promises or whatever was promised, or just the idea of relationship and love. This relationship falling short of that. I don't know why, but that came to mind. We have lovers, erotica, sensuality. So definitely the energy, the sexual energy is present here, and the lovers, again, like I said, this is a tarot couple, and can talk about like soulmate, twin flame type of relationship, something that really is engineered in a way to wake us up, to teach us some like really important spiritual lessons. So we have that energy here, and it makes me feel like both of you at this time are going through learning your lessons, I feel like, in this connection or through this connection. So what do I want to do next? Actually, as I did for pile 1, without spoiling it too much, but I felt the need to go into the future a little bit and look into, let's say, the time period of the next like 6 months, and look at the probable future of this connection. And the reason I want to do this for you is that because to me, as I am reading these energies, it's very confusing as to why you guys broke up in the first place. There were a lot of emotions and whatnot. So I want to look at the future. If this relationship is going to make a comeback, or just what is going to happen. So getting another tarot deck here, looking into the probable the probable future, and the timeline is next 6 months. So what's going to happen in the near future with this connection? We have the Emperor. Okay. Lots of colors on my table with the cards, and I hope that, you know, you can follow along easily. Fingers crossed. Let's see. We have the Ten of Cups. Okay. What's the probable future of this connection? We have the Six of Pentacles. Okay. What's the probable near future of this relationship? Pile 3. We have the Three of Pentacles. So what I'm getting from this is like most probably I'm getting the feeling like this connection is gonna rekindle. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles energy. We also have the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. I want to clarify the Emperor energy. And actually I'm going to draw clarifying cards for each of them. But it does look like, you know, there is a chance of this relationship. We have the Two of Swords. Okay. What is going on? We have the King of Cups again. So I do feel like one of you, or maybe both of you, are going to become more aware of the feelings, like I said, that you guys had for each other. One of you is much more blind to them. One of you would be still like fixated on the whole idea of having more control, having more like authority in dictating like what happens in this relationship. Somebody, like one of you at least, is not being able to see things as clearly as there should. There seems to be some mental confusion too as a part of it. But we have the King of Cups clarifying the Ten of Cups. And I feel like there will be an acknowledgement of feelings. We have the Nine of Cups. Okay, so I feel like most probably this is looking like, you know, you guys will get to a place, even the one person still looks a little hung up on the past energies, and still a little bit confused. At least I feel like there will be a door that will be open in which you will be willing to see if you can make this relationship work. Okay? Because I feel like this is, or this type of an emotional connection to someone is a literal like answer to their prayers. Like somebody really wanted a relationship like that, so there will be that willingness to give it a chance to come back together. I secretly feel like this is both of your energies, and it's like one person dreaming. We have the Magician. Okay, so coming back to it from a place of confidence, we also have, okay, look at that, we have the Devil energy. Okay, coming back and revisiting this connection from a place of confidence. And the Devil, especially with your spread, I don't think like you guys will be able to get rid of each other very easily. Okay, the Devil can also talk about a bond that is based in lust and sex and just like the sexual energy. So I feel like it's something that you both really enjoy about each other, like about this relationship. And it could be the thing that brings you guys back. But I feel like even if, sorry about that, even if that becomes the reason, like you getting back together in sort of a hookup or what have you, just because of the sexual energy, I do feel like there are a lot of emotions here and a potential for a 10 of Cups type of situation in which you guys will be able to find a lot of emotional happiness with each other. But slowly and steadily, I feel like you guys will go through a phase in which you'll get an opportunity to at least clarify your feelings even more. Okay? Wow, what an intense connection, pile 3. What an intense reading. And such a different reading. Like I said, I've never read into an energy like that. So, again, like you guys, I feel like will get an opportunity to either explore more, to build more, and at least see where this connection is headed. Like give it the second chance I feel like you guys deserve. Okay? I want to clarify, if I will, because I am now very drawn into this story. I want to clarify the Two of Swords energy. What's the confusion of the Two of Swords? What's the conflict here? Because one of you still seems to be dwelling with some confusion. We have the Four of Cups, yeah. Confusion around, you know, whether this relationship is something that you do want to invest your emotional energy into or not. That seems to be the vibe for at least one of you. But despite that, I feel like you will at least get a chance, to be very precise, at least get a chance to explore your feelings through this connection. Okay, talk about the future. Can we really do this? One of you, I feel like, will be more confident about this than the other, unfortunately, is also what I'm getting. Okay, so this is quite a complex relationship that you're having to navigate, is what I would say from this this spread and all the cards that I got for you. But anyways, I certainly hope that this was helpful, and I hope that I was not too vague, and it resonated. And sometimes, you know, when you're watching a tarot reading, the messages resonate. And even though I, at the time, like I'm filming these readings, I feel like I'm not making a lot of sense. Sometimes, like after the reading, I do understand it more. As to how and what the message is meant to you, if I do get messages about that. So anyways, I'm going to leave your reading here, pile 3. I certainly hope that this was helpful. If it helped you in any way, big or small, consider leaving a like to this video, and also consider subscribing to my channel and coming back for more future readings to come. Thank you so much for being here. I hopefully will see you in the next one. Bye.